things start to get a little active as we get into Tuesday morning, Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening. We get some storms moving up through portions of the Great Lakes region and the Midwest. This really a Tuesday night event into Wednesday morning. We're likely going to be dealing with some severe weather here, and this is likely what's going to start the kind of day after day severe threat for us. As we move through the next day, here we go getting into Wednesday evening, potentially a severe weather threat from portions of the southern plains through the Ohio Valley out towards the mid-Atlantic. You continue to see this moisture, this instability funneling through portions of the central U.S. and then out there towards the Ohio Valley, Midwest, and even New England here. We're going to continue to see this threat for severe weather all the way through the weekend. And then as we get into Saturday and Sunday, and this is a little bit farther out, we're talking about 150 plus hours, 150 to 200 hours. When you start to see a picture like this, a trough that really begins to dig, you've still got that high pressure helping to kind of rotate that moisture, heat, instability up into this region. This is the setup where I think, we talk about severe weather days and severe weather outbreak days, and they are different. You have a severe weather setup, 15 to 20, maybe even 25, severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, stuff like that. Severe weather outbreak days, we're talking about 50, 75, 100 plus warning days where it's widespread, it's everywhere. There's some outbreak potential next week. Outbreaks are the days that we talk about years after. So no reason to get too nervous yet. Like I said, this is a little bit further out, but definitely something to pay attention to, especially if you have any plans next weekend across the plains or really out east, because this is setting up to potentially be pretty significant. So we really need to pay attention to this. Just even looking at the future reflectivity, which we don't really, we want to look at kind of severe parameters and stuff, but just because of how far it is out, we'll look at the reflectivity. It's looking pretty significant. By the way, a snowstorm up through portions of the Midwest. This could be further north, further south. We could have an April snowstorm out here. I don't think it's going to be this far south. I actually think we might get something a little bit further to the north here, but that's also a possibility. So that's going to bother some people thinking we're done with winter, but we are going to have to watch out for that. That's kind of why I wanted to get on today and talk about this stuff. I think it's going to get really active. And by the way, this is the severe weather outlook from CSU, so Colorado State University, and you can tell they're taking this seriously. We already have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're probably going to have a Sunday risk zone as well. So yeah, it's going to be active. Obviously, Tuesday looks pretty significant, but I think these will start to look more significant than Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as we get closer in time. But people are paying attention to next week.